Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. The end of the year can be a stressful time. We're expected to spend lots of times with relatives, and we haven't trained them well, so they happily share their entire lives with us. You'll love sharing a room with little Timmy. He can perform the entire Star Wars trilogy in song. Yeah, right. I'm already saving up to send little Timmy to theater camp. Far, far away. My friend Europa is frantic around New Year's. Not only does she have family concerns to deal with, but her business empire spans the globe. She has all kinds of end-of-year preparations to make. She has money to shift into offshore accounts, balance sheets to adjust, and plans for next year. She was so stressed that she actually showed up at the office with wrinkles in her power suit and a cracked heel in her new pair of Jimmy Choos. Bernice, on the other hand, is pretty much unflappable. She's got a rock-solid presence, which makes her formidable and a source of strength. Europa vanished into Bernice's office and came out a few minutes later, calm, put together, and cool as a cucumber. Here are the 5 stress relief tips Bernice had for Europa. Tip 1. Where is your stress? Stress happens in your body. Bernice meditates daily, so she has a keen self-awareness. Next time you're stressed, pay attention to your body. Where do you feel your stress? For me, it's a tingling down my midline and a tightness in my chest. My breath becomes shallow and fast, and I clench my jaw. All it would take is a couple of bolts, and I'd look like Frankenstein's monster. Before you can do anything about your stress, you have to find out where it's located. Tip 2 is to center yourself. When you notice you're in a state of stress, change your body. Bernice consulted Dr. Stuart Heller of CultivatingExcellence.com. Stuart's a martial artist who developed a way to reorient your entire body to being centered and calm. He says the secret to life isn't about staying centered, it's about regaining your center as quickly as possible when you lose it. His technique is simple. Notice the feelings in your body. You can do this right now while you listen or read. First, find your feet and legs, not the detachable ones, the ones that are still part of your body. Notice how they feel and where they are in space. Second, find your arms and hands. Again, just notice the feelings and where they are in space. Third, find your spine, neck, and head. Now take a deep breath and let the feeling expand from your chest to your legs and feet, your arms and hands, and your spine and head. You should now feel quieter, calmer, more centered. It's that easy. If for some reason the technique didn't work for you, take a deep breath and do it again. If it still doesn't work, maybe the stress gives you a deep hidden psychological benefit, and now you can get even more of the benefit by stressing out about the technique not working. Tip number 3, de-stress your year-end stressors. Oh, we each have our own things that stress us out this time of year. Make a list. Timmy's one-man Star Wars trilogy performed for the 19th time. Wrapping presents. Meeting your year-end sales goals. Planning your holiday, etc. Now, you're going to train your body to stay centered while you think of those things. You'll start to build an association between your old stressors and the new feeling of being centered and solid. Think of each item on your list one at a time. But first, center yourself. If you notice even the slightest feelings of stress, break the physical habit. Stop, take a deep breath, find your feet, find your hands, find your head, and breathe again. And then think a little more about the stressor. Repeat this until you're thinking about the formerly stressful topic, but from a place of being centered and calm. Your body will remember this. Tip number 4 is start your day centered. If you want to take this to the next level, glue a poster that says feet, arms, head to your bedroom ceiling. When you wake up, immediately practice centering yourself so you start the day in a good place. Spend a moment and review anything in the upcoming day you think might become stressful. Center yourself before thinking about those things and keep returning to center while thinking about them. You might end up so centered that you can't find anything that stresses you out. If that's the case, think about the fact that gluing that poster to your ceiling just reduced your property values by $10,000. Breathe deeply, find your feet, your hands, and your head. Tip number 5. Reinforce centering before tackling unpleasant tasks. Even though you rehearsed centering in the morning right before each stressful task, stop and center yourself again. For example, a good time to take a moment to breathe is right before opening that official-looking envelope from the tax authority that says Final Notice in big red blood-colored letters. Bernice notices her feet, hands, and head. Given her confident, unflappable presence, it's hard not to notice, and that's exactly where her presence comes from. She centers herself daily, and since it only takes a moment, She's trained herself to use Dr. Heller's technique before anything she anticipates will be stressful. As she helpfully explained all this, I looked her straight in the eye and said, "How's the wedding coming?" She looked back and said, "It's going very well, thank you." I said, "Yeah, have you told Melvin yet that the two of you are getting married?" Much to her credit, after the initial flinch, she took less than 5 seconds to find her feet, find her hands, and find her head, and regain her composure. Have a happy and stress-free new year. Now, breathe. This is Steve Robbins. For a link to Stuart Heller's website, visit this episode's transcript at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com. I mentor successful people in building exceptional lives and careers. I provide accountability, so no matter how many decades you've been putting it off, you really take action and make measurable progress on making your dreams come true. Work less, do more, and have a great life.